Welcome to Checkly, the fastest way to monitor your modern web applications. Knowing that your site's most critical user flows and APIs work around the clock from anywhere in the world is essential for your online business. Use Checkly to scale up your monitoring efforts and start to code, test, and deploy your entire monitoring infrastructure in one workflow. With monitoring as code, it only takes 2 minutes to test and monitor your sites with API and browser checks. And the best part? You don't have to leave your editor and terminal to control your monitoring. Get started with initializing a new project using npm create Checkly CLI. This command bootstraps a new Checkly CLI project. Give your project a name, choose if you want to start with a basic or advanced project, install all the dependencies, and you are ready to go. Navigate into the project and log into your Checkly account with npx checkly login. Log into your Checkly account in the opened browser window and choose an account. The Checkly config is at the core of every monitoring setup. Revisit and configure meta information such as your project name, your global check locations, define Checkly files, and which runtime you want to use. Create API checks to check your API uptime and correct responses. Define alert channels to get notified if something goes wrong, and end-to-end browser checks using the Microsoft testing framework Playwright to visit and test your sites. All resources are powered by the Checkly constructs and can be configured on a project, group, or individual check level. To test your future Checkly monitoring, run npx checkly test. Testing your monitoring is critical to guarantee your pull requests and preview deployments won't result in unnecessary alerts waking up your team. For this test, the defined checks are passing from the location EU West 1. Run npx checkly deploy to deploy your new monitoring resources. Once deployed, your entire configuration is accessible in the Checkly web app and you'll receive alerts when checks fail or degrade in performance. Find your new API and browser checks in the Checkly dashboard. The created checks keep track of all results over time. For API checks, access detailed monitoring results, performance statistics, and more in the Check Details section. Similarly, for browser checks, access check results, detailed performance statistics, and core web vitals information for every check run. Use our built-in editor for quick debugging and inspect failed end-to-end checks with Playwright's powerful trace viewer. Checkly enables you to use the tools you love. Implement monitoring as code in your CI/CD development workflow with GitHub or Vercel. Code and define your checks in JavaScript and TypeScript and leverage Playwright to monitor your site's critical user flows end-to-end. When your checks fail or degrade in performance, we will notify you via PagerDuty, OpsGenie, Slack, Microsoft Teams, and many more channels. Monitoring as code enables you to define your scalable monitoring setup next to your application code. Get started with a free Checkly account, unite testing and monitoring, and start shipping with confidence.